Hey everybody, Christopher here with Metropolitan Real Estate and Property Management. Today I want to talk to you about the proper way to price your rental home. So when you think about pricing your rental home, that's a big factor in whether or not your investment's going to get you your maximum return or not. So there's a lot of things to consider. One of the first things that come to mind are always how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and what's the square footage. But then you also want to look at the competition in the area, how many other houses are for rent around yours, and then also what upgrades does your house have that others might not, like a pool? Do you have granite countertops, recently remodeled, new carpet, that sort of thing. And then of course, location, location, location. So once you do that, you have all that information together, you want to start by looking at houses that have rented in the past 6 months and how much they rented for. Then also you want to make sure they have the same number of bedrooms, same number of bathrooms, and as close to the same square footage as possible. If you can get like within 200 square feet, then you're in good shape for a nice comparable property. Once you look at all that, you want to look at the location. You want to start with your zip code, and in a lot of places, especially like Phoenix, there are different little boroughs and neighborhoods that came up. So being across the street to the south versus to the north could have a drastic effect on what neighborhood you're in, even if it's in the same zip code. So having a real knowledge of your area, your neighborhood, or all of Phoenix can definitely help you price your rental property. And so then you also want to look at what else is on the market. Look at properties that are currently for rent. How long have they been up for rent? And what's the condition of the property? If there are other houses in your neighborhood that have been sitting for 6 months without getting a renter in it, they're probably priced too high. So you want to look at what they have, what amenities, features. Again, do they have a pool, new carpets, new flooring? Take a look at all that, and then you can start to form an idea of what your property is going to be worth. So once you have all that information together, you do want to take a look at Zillow, because Lord knows your renters are going to look at Zillow, and people are going to use that as a comparison. Even though Zillow doesn't necessarily take into account a lot of different factors, like what your strategy is. Say, for example, you want to get your house rented fast, then you can lower the price a little bit. Let's say you want a really high quality tenant, you have a pool, you have a nice house, you just remodeled it, you can ask more for that, and a good quality tenant will come and pay more, but they may look at Zillow and ask you why yours is so much more, and you can be ready to explain to them why you picked the rent rate you did. And then also, starting in June 1st of 2020, Zillow is going to start charging for posting for rents for private owners and property managers. Now, property managers, we're definitely going to open up an account with them and still advertise all of our rental properties, because it is a great resource to help get tenants. As individual homeowners, some people may or may not be able to afford that. That's definitely something you'd want to ask your property manager before going with them if they're going to advertise and rent your property. So that's just one little part of getting a quality tenant, getting them fast, and getting them into your property to make sure you're maximizing your return on investment for that property. Now, feel free to give us a call anytime here at Metro. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me an email, phone call, text, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, talk to you soon.